Right now in Atlanta, 3 neighborhoods are losing momentum, meaning people, they're headed out. 3 are absolutely on fire. And the difference between picking the right one and the wrong one, well, that's 6 figures in appreciation over the next 5 to 7 years. Here's what the numbers actually show. 3 neighborhoods most people thought were the play a few years ago are stuck. 3 others are building a lot of equity. Your location choice is everything because the wrong one will cost you. And before we get started, if you want to work together, book a call with me. Link is in the description below. Okay, let's get into it. Here are the neighborhoods losing momentum. Number 1, East Atlanta, and I'm talking about certain pockets here. East Atlanta absolutely was the play 3 years ago. You could grab a flipped 1950s home for a fraction of what you would pay in other in-town areas. Most of these were cosmetic flips, new paint, new kitchen, maybe new flooring. People were banking on affordability and appreciation they thought would come. But here's what the data actually shows. The median sales price in this area, listen to this, in May of 2023 was $537,000. Guess what? May of this year, so May of 2026, still $537,000. 3 years, zero appreciation. Meanwhile, the amount of days it takes for a home in that area to go under contract have doubled. So what that means, buyers aren't paying a premium for cosmetic work anymore. For that same $537,000, they're going further out and landing in school districts that are just outperforming. The value just isn't there for a lot of people anymore. If you are buying here banking on equity growth, you are likely late to the party. Number 2, let's talk about Midtown, and I'm really specifically talking about the condo market here. People are just leaving. Housing costs are surging and traffic is, well, brutal. They can trade the condo for space, and when they do, they're comparing a 2-bedroom condo with, let's say, an $800 a month HOA fee plus special assessments hitting every other year versus a 3-bedroom single family home further out for the similar money. The choice is obvious. Yard, no HOA, predictable payments. The condo buyer is leaving, and the ones who stay, they're feeling stuck. HOA fees are climbing, special assessments are hitting, and not only are condos not appreciating, a lot of owners are losing money every year just by owning one. If you bought banking on appreciation and planning to sell within, let's say, 2 to 5 years of purchasing a condo, you're holding an asset that's underwater relative to what you paid. Number 3, let's talk about Adair Park and really the West End area. This is southwest from downtown Atlanta. This one's complicated because it's not all about traffic or schools. It's about changing economics. Property taxes have skyrocketed in this area. The Beltline brought attention and value, but it also changed what that neighborhood became. There's been pushback from the community on industrial development, data centers, rezoning residential space, and really no real jobs coming from it. Uncertainty about what the neighborhood becomes. I also think while this area became the cool new hip spot a few years ago as the Beltline extended, the everyday convenience in this area is hard. One complaint I hear a lot is what people call that live in that area a food desert. There's really no major grocery store in that area. A lot of breweries, but not a grocery store. So the drive and the traffic for everyday needs are an issue. So families aren't staying. If you are banking on this area, you're banking on stabilization that just hasn't happened yet. The neighborhood is in transition, and that creates risk. Will it catch up? Only time will tell. Okay, so I gave you the 3 neighborhoods where people are leaving. Let's talk about where they're going. One of those areas is North Druid Hills, also called North Decatur. This is where the smart money is moving. Virginia Highland has a medium home price point of around $1.3 million right now. North Druid Hills, $585,000. And it's only a few miles from Virginia Highland, less than 10 minutes in a car. Same access to Decatur in downtown, you're looking at maybe 15, 20 minutes, but you're not paying premium prices for the prestige. Here's what you're actually getting. Charming 1950s and 60s ranches, also mixed in with some newer townhomes, parks with actual trails, the big Toco Hill shopping center right there for everyday errands. You've got Emory, CDC, the new Atlanta Children's Hospital, all in this area. You've got great dining, walkable pockets, good schools without the buckhead price tag. The appreciation here has been steady, and you're not catching a wave here. You're buying in a neighborhood where the fundamentals actually hold up. Commute, schools, space, amenities, and price point that makes sense for a dual income professional family who don't want to overpay. I think this is one of in-town Atlanta's best kept secrets. Number 2, and this one will be of no surprise, is the city of Decatur. Decatur is where families plant roots. The school system is a non-negotiable, and the price point reflects that. If you're looking in this area, you're looking at a median price point of around $750,000 to $850,000 and up, and it's holding. Less inventory, more competition, which means if you buy here and need to sell, you absolutely have buyers waiting. Here's why. Decatur is walkable. The downtown has that tree-lined historic neighborhood feel with local shops and restaurants. You just can't beat it. You've got 2 MARTA stations, short commute to Emory and the CDC. The neighborhoods are safe. There's parks everywhere. It's not just a suburb. It's a community where families plan to stay 10 plus years. They're building equity, raising kids, and that commitment is what keeps appreciation steady. Number 3 is Brookhaven, and really specifically talking about the Ashford Park neighborhood. Yes, the median price point in this neighborhood is around $1.4 million, but this is where in-town appreciation is actually happening. It's inside the perimeter. You have MARTA access. You are close to Georgia 400 and I-85. The neighborhood has walkability built in with Dresden Drive, and you have town Brookhaven. You have restaurants and shops that you just don't have to leave that area to access. Great schools, parks everywhere. People are choosing this location because they can actually live here without the car dependency on the weekends. The brand carries weight. Newer construction, premium location, consistent resale. These buyers are different. They're less sensitive to interest rate shifts, and they're buying for the lifestyle and location and the commute and walkability and schools and community, and that appreciation reflects the stability. The mistake people make buying in a neighborhood that hasn't proven itself yet and betting on appreciation that may or may not ever come. Sometimes the long game isn't about finding the next hot neighborhood. It's about buying somewhere that's already working, schools that already deliver, a commute times that already work, communities where families actually stay. That stability is what builds equity. So, how much income do you need to have to live in these areas? I cover that in my next video. I hope to see you over there.